Welcome back to Caistrology, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, I'm an astrologer and tarot reader, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2021 horoscopes. If you'd like to skip this introduction, you can head to the timestamps in the description box below. First and foremost, the most accurate horoscope for you will be your ascendant sign horoscope. Having said that, my horoscopes can be applied to your sun and moon sign as well, and I do recommend that you watch all three if you've got the time. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so if you want to see more content from me, and of course if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. And before I get into your horoscope, I just wanted to sort of shed some light on my personal life and why I'm doing what I'm doing with these horoscopes. I feel like every month I don't really go into any detail about who I am and why I'm here, but I just wanted to let you guys know that astrology and tarot are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, my passion in life, and I have found so much comfort in studying my own astrological birth chart, and I really just want to share the knowledge that I have with you guys. And I believe that my monthly horoscopes, well, I'd like to believe that they allow you to feel more empowered within your own life and hopefully connect with the things that light you up and make you in alignment with your higher self. So thank you for sticking around for this longer than normal introduction. It is Cancer season and I've got a lot of placements in Cancer, so yeah, just felt like sharing. All right, let's dive into the horoscopes. Hi Leo, Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your July 2021 horoscope. The first 9 days of the month may be a little bit challenging for you, Leo, but make sure you watch the whole horoscope because I promise things will get better as the month progresses. On the 1st of July, Mars in Leo in your first house will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your 7th house. This can see you experiencing arguments with your significant other, with your spouse, with your second-born child, or even with your maternal grandmother. In terms of what you may be arguing about, given that Mars rules your 4th house of home life and property and your 9th house of education and travel, you may be arguing with one of these aforementioned individuals or even several over where you live, where you should live, what you want to study, and also about your international travel plans as well. The 9th house rules over marriage, so perhaps you are arguing with your significant other over your plans to get married, whether or not one of you even wants to get married, or if you are already married, you may be arguing with your significant other over whether you should stay together. And lastly, because Saturn is retrograde, you may actually be arguing with a former spouse or a former business partner over things like property and your family. Now, on the 4th of July, Mars in Leo in your 1st house will square Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house. Your 1st house rules over you because it is your ascendant house, and the 10th house rules over your career and your public life. So this particular transit can see you feeling motivated to try something new and exciting in your career because Uranus rules over anything which is new and avant-garde in nature. So if you work in the field of science or IT or decentralized finance, you may be seeking a promotion in this field. Now, regardless of what your career is, you may experience a sudden change of status in your career. You could unceremoniously quit your job. This could even be a surprise to you. The words may just be coming out of your mouth before you even realize that you are just quitting on the spot because you've had enough. Now, on a different note with this transit, your work duties and responsibilities could change suddenly, and it could be in a very dramatic way. So perhaps your work responsibilities increase substantially and a lot more than what you would have expected them to. But on a different note, Uranus rules divorce. So you could see a sudden decrease in your responsibilities at work. It really could go either way. Uranus is very unpredictable in nature, so it's very difficult to say whether it will be one or the other. You'd want to consult your own personal horoscope to determine that. Now, on the 7th of July, Venus in Leo in your first house will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your 7th house. Once again, we're seeing this opposition between the first house of self and the 7th house of your one-on-one relationships. This can see there being a communication breakdown, and that's because Venus rules your 3rd house of communications. This breakdown in communication could be with your significant other, your business partner, your second-born child, or even your boss, because Saturn also rules your 6th house, which represents your boss. Now, this can see you feeling dominated at work or in a small team or while you're working on a project. Your boss may be micromanaging you to the nth degree, and this could really be getting on your nerves. Some of you may have to redo a project, as shown by Venus ruling your 3rd house of projects, and this could be because you didn't meet some kind of minimum requirement checklist, as represented by Saturn ruling your 6th house and also your 7th house. So this information will be coming to you from another person, whether that is your boss or someone who is in a position of authority over you. On a different level, you may feel criticized by someone that you are in a close one-on-one friendship with. And lastly, this particular opposition can just really kind of suck the fun out of your working life, because Venus rules over your 10th house of career. Venus rules over your 3rd house of colleagues and teammates. And Venus rules over joy. And Saturn making this opposition to Venus is, like I said, sucking the fun out of things, sucking the joy out of your career. Something to bear in mind is that this is a brief transit, so you won't be feeling this way for too long, but it's definitely worth noting. On the 9th of July, we will see Venus in your 1st house squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house. This can see a sudden change in a relationship with your boss, with your co-workers, with your friends, or even with your significant other. And that's because Uranus rules your 7th house. Now, there may be an unexpected career development, and this is also supported by that Mars square Uranus transit, which we saw just a few days earlier. Some of you may be welcoming a new boss into the fold. I mean, they may not be welcome, but this could be an unexpected change when it comes to upper level management. Perhaps your boss is going to start acting very strange and eccentric over this period of time. So just take what they say with a grain of salt, because it is likely that your boss is going through something during this time, and this is causing them to act out in very strange ways. Now, a project that you are working on may go sideways. And on a positive level with this transit, there may be a sudden work opportunity which arises literally out of nowhere. This could be an opportunity for you to step up, for you to be promoted, for you to take on more responsibility at work. Or it could be an opportunity for you to spearhead a project with your co-workers. And this is shown by Venus ruling your 3rd house and your 10th house. The reason why this will be sudden and out of nowhere is because, like I said, Uranus rules over unpredictable circumstances arising. Something to bear in mind with this particular transit is that if you are offered an opportunity to step up in your work life and in your career, this opportunity will only be available to you for a very brief time. Even if you ask your boss if you can have a few weeks to think on it, please be aware that this particular transit can see there being a small window of opportunity. So don't take too much time to give your answer, because this opportunity may be taken away just as quickly as it came in. Now, on the 10th of July, there will be a new moon in Cancer in your 12th house, and this will be occurring at 18 degrees. It will be sextiling Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house and trining Neptune in Pisces in your 8th house. It will also be opposing Pluto in Capricorn in your 6th house. This new moon can see the start of a new chapter or see you planting the seeds with regard to your spiritual knowledge. You may have a spiritual awakening. You may develop an interest in the occult. You may experience sudden new psychological insights, or you may start a new artistic project. In any case, this new moon in Cancer is likely to have some connection to your work life and to your career. Even if you don't want to go down the route of being involved in the spiritual industry, your spiritual insights, and maybe this is just working with an astrologer or a tarot reader, can absolutely benefit you in your working life. Now, on the 13th of July, Venus and Mars will be conjunct in Leo in your first house at 19 degrees. This particular conjunction is going to manifest as an opportunity for you to invest. And in the first house, this is about investing in yourself, investing in your appearance, investing in your path in life, in your soul's purpose. So let's start with the superficial. From a physical point of view, you may want to invest in your appearance, and this will help with your image in the public eye, with your social media persona or your social media platform. You may want to launch a website which features yourself. It features your face or your physical self, or a video online or on your website which features you speaking. Now, this is because Venus rules your 3rd house, which rules over online business, self-made worth, communications, any writing piece that you do or any videos that you publish. It rules over your 10th house, which is your career self, as I've mentioned. And then we've got travel plans being supported by this conjunction because Mars is the ruler of your 9th house. So you may want to invest in international travel plans, local travel plans, because Venus also rules your 3rd house of domestic travel. This is definitely an opportunity for you to outline some kind of itinerary of where you want to go and what you want to achieve. This can also see you purchasing a new vehicle or signing a new lease because Mars rules your 4th house of home. You may be purchasing a property as well. And lastly, this is a prime time to invest in education because Mars rules your 9th house of higher education, Venus rules your 3rd house of short courses and short-term education, and this particular transit will have a beneficial impact on any education pertaining to the use of your physical body because it's occurring in your 1st house, using your hands, becoming a hairdresser, or further studies towards hairdressing, being a nail technician, being a mechanic of some sort, or this could be the fine arts as well, so painting and drawing, and also learning a new language and engineering. Now, on the 22nd of July, Venus in Virgo in your 2nd house will oppose Jupiter, which will be retrograde in Pisces in your 8th house. This is bringing an opportunity for you to receive what is owed to you, what is rightfully yours. You could be receiving money, valuables, possessions, some sort of heirloom which is connected to your family ancestry as represented by the 8th house. Now, you could be receiving child support, a tax return, a government rebate, or you could receive a boost to your finances for services which you have already carried out. Jupiter is retrograde, so in this instance, it could be anything which was owed to you or which you have been waiting for, which was delayed, or maybe you were already receiving child support. Maybe you have already started the process to receive your inheritance. On a different note, your mutual resources may increase. Your significant other or your spouse may receive an increase in pay, or if they have been waiting on some kind of payout or bonus, this can be paid to them, and therefore it will boost your mutual resources as a whole. Now on the 24th of July, there will be a full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree in your 7th house. Full moons indicate the ending of a chapter or a cycle, and because this is occurring on the axes of self and one-on-one relationships, this very well can see the end of a relationship in your life, whether that is with a close one-on-one friend, your significant other, a business partner, or on a different level, you may actually just be reaching the end of some kind of contractual obligation. And because Saturn also is involved in this particular full moon and it rules over your 6th house, this could be resolving some kind of discord or issue with another person. So this full moon doesn't have to spell the end of a relationship. Just remember that Saturn ruling the 6th house represents mediation. So you could resolve some kind of conflict with a friend, with your significant other, with your business partner, or even with your second-born child. And then on the 28th of July, we will see Jupiter re-entering the sign of Aquarius. This can see you giving your relationship with someone a second chance. This can be with a one-on-one friend, a business partner, your significant other. Even if you were divorced, you may restart your relationship with that person. And on a different note, the 7th house rules over contracts. So maybe you are renewing or renegotiating a contract with your business partner or with a one-on-one client. Lastly, for the month, on the 30th of July, Mars will enter the sign of Virgo, and this will be in your 2nd house. So this can see you being very protective over your finances, protective over your valuables and your possessions. You will be very proactive with money. You will be seeking out opportunities to earn more money and to boost your financial earning capacity. Some of you will be seriously starting to save for a new home because Mars rules your 4th house of property. Some of you will be saving to travel internationally because Mars rules your 9th house. Some of you will be saving to pay for your higher education fees. And some of you may be trying to solve issues connected to your self-worth or connected to your diet. Mars is a problem solver. The 2nd house rules over how much you value yourself, and it rules over your food and your valuables and your possessions. So any issues that you have connected to those aforementioned areas, you will be extremely proactive about solving these problems. On a different level, please protect your finances. Please watch out for theft of valuables because Mars rules over criminals and thieves. So just make sure that you've locked everything down and that your passwords are secure, that your property is secure as well, because once again, Mars rules over your 4th house. And lastly, some of you may just want to clean out your wardrobe, clean out old possessions, give things away and receive money in exchange to boost your income. So Leo, that's all I have for you for July 2021. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me at Caistrology, please subscribe to my channel. I offer private one-on-one readings as well, so if you'd like to book an astrology or tarot reading, I'll leave a link for you in the description box below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook because I'm very active there. That's enough for now. I'll see you in August 2021. Have a great month and take care.